One of the Air Force squadron stationed at J-Bear has something that sets it apart from its peers.
The squadron is one of a few units in the world to have a real-life mascot, a bulldog. KTVA 11's Bonney Bowman joins us with more on the life of an Air Force fighter pup. Hey, Bonney.
Hey, Joe and Emily. Well, there are a number of highly trained, hard-working military dogs living at J-Bear. And then there's another patriotic pup on base, not so hard-working, but just as valuable to the squadron he represents. This is what 52 years of tradition looks like. Snoring, snuffling, sleeping. Fido the Bulldog lives a cushy life inside the 525 Squadron headquarters.
525's had Bulldogs mascots for going back a long time. And it's really cool to be one of the few squadrons in the Air Force to actually have a mascot.
The squadron has had a mascot since 1962 when they adopted their first Bulldog, Helen. Memorabilia throughout the building honors past mascots who used to be brought home by their airman brothers.
The tradition was that he would fly supersonic, so above the speed of sound in the jet. So now that we fly the F-22, it's a little bit more difficult because we don't have that extra room. So.
Fido has never flown in a plane, but he's an expert at posing by them. He prefers a life on the ground with his human bulldogs catering to his every need.
Throughout the day, he just kind of cruises around the squadron, and usually around lunchtime, he'll make the rounds of people who are heating up some lunch and try to get some food.
He knows a few tricks.
Paw. Thank you.
His best trick, a loud bark.
Fido, speak. Sometimes we would have him speak through the radio.
But like any bulldog, Fido can be stubborn.
Paw.
It's pretty funny. He's got a lot of attitude, so if you can try to get him to do something, but if he really doesn't want to do it, then he's just not really going to do it, so it's pretty funny.
He may look lazy, napping in the squadron bar, but Fido is always quick to seek out action with his fellow airmen. And even if he takes the elevator, not the stairs, to get there, this military working dog means a lot to the Bulldog fighters.
Whenever we're having a pilot meeting or any kind of roll call or anything, he's always there with us, and so he's really like part of the squadron, so he's definitely one of us.
And when Fido's time with the squadron is over, his tradition will live on in a new Bulldog puppy. Fido's name comes from a Gaelic word meaning a long time ago. It comes from an Irish pub in Atlanta, popular with F-22 Raptor pilots. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll show you what it takes to be one of the military working dogs on base and why they're so important to the soldiers and airmen they serve with.